Longs Peak is a beautiful mountain. It's a mountain that draws many to it. It's breathtaking. It's majestic, and for whatever reason, it's always drawn me back.
Longs Peak is a huge draw to Buck and I, and I think it's a huge draw to a lot of other climbers and even just hikers or people in general. It's a challenging mountain in the sense that there's a lot of other 14ers that you can literally walk up. There's no technical sections, and you know, there's a 14er or two out there where you can drive to the top. And I mean, I don't think that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a challenge where when we come off the mountain, you're dead tired. You know, you're just not working properly. You know, you felt like you've been put through the ringer, and that's the type of feeling that you get after coming off the mountain, and that's what we're looking for.
In 1998, we decided that we were going to do a 3-week trip to Texas and the New Mexico, Colorado area. And we loaded up a buddy's van with all our climbing gear and headed south. Our goal was to go to Colorado and kind of conclude that 1998 trip by trying to summit Longs Peak.
So 98, the first year that we went, I think we didn't have a lot of experience. I'm surprised though how far up we made it. But we were feeling very comfortable from the climbing perspective, from the gear and the technical perspective. So I say that we didn't make it because we just really didn't have a lot of mountaineering experience or skill.
I think that first trip we were greenhorns. We'd been doing lots of climbing rock, and we were comfortable with being on the rock and with our rope skills, but we'd never mountaineered. So we weren't really sure of what we needed to do to get to the top of that mountain. We just thought we could put one foot in front of the other and get to the top. But what we failed to realize was that we were underprepared and had no experience in what to take on the mountain and how to pack and how to progress up the mountain.
We really kind of just got confused. We made a couple pitches up into sort of the technical area, and we just really didn't know where to go. And we just felt like we were pretty exposed, so we backed down. I think that was the year also where we met up with a group of 4 climbers who were in 2 pairs, and they had turned back as well, and that kind of, I think, scared us a little bit.
They were coming down, so we decided that it was probably best in our interest, because we were new at it, to retreat and descend, and we never did go for summit that day.
That being our first year was a great year. It was, we had almost summited. We felt we learned a lot of lessons in terms of what gear we needed.
We were a little bit disappointed in ourselves, but in some ways we were just happy we got to where we got, and we felt that we had done the best we could. In February, when we arrived on day 1 at the trailhead, for the first time in all the times we'd climbed Longs, we actually were on our ball with timing, and we actually woke up early and got on the road early and got to trailhead early, and we were feeling very positive and confident that we were going to do well. The only thing that we were worried about was the weather forecast had come in that morning, saying that it was a high pressure system and it was going to be sunny, but the first day or two were going to be very windy.
We're trying to trudge along. We're calculating wind speeds right now, and that is even a maximum. That's 34 miles an hour max, and we've already hit 42. So you can see, like, it's blowing us all over the place. The wind's like it's like carrying us, pushing us all over. So we're gonna probably go down we had big gusts. We had gusts anywhere from 30 to 50 miles an hour. And we filmed a little bit of that. And the funny thing was that we decided kind of at that point, I think, in our heads even, it was just too dangerous to go on. It was freaky. The packs, you know, all of a sudden you're stumbling around, pushing you back. And so we stopped filming, and all of a sudden this big gust came and almost blew us over.
About 7 o'clock, the winds are calming down, but we were just looking outside. And up on the boulder field area and all of Long's Peak is pretty well covered in cloud and snow. So we probably did the wise thing coming off, or coming down into the tree line and setting up camp, because we're not being hammered by the snow right now. But on the flip side, we got a long hike ahead of us tomorrow, but we don't have to carry all this gear.